Welcome to Scrapland, and today is the day we fill our pocket pages. We put 12 horizontal pocket pages into our album, and each pocket page has two 4x6 cards. In the middle is a card that is 6 inches wide by 1 7/8 inches tall. Not quite 2 inches, 1 7/8, but 4 inches tall for the top and bottom and 6 inches across. So we can fill these with a variety of cards that are 4 inches by 6 inches, and it actually comes with cards already included. If you want a super fast page, you have to do nothing. Just pull the card out to write on. But if you have a stack of variety mat cards, this is a great opportunity to take a look at what you could possibly put in this 4x6 space. For instance, here's a lovely card that's decorated on one side and has spaces for journaling on the other side. Here's a card that already has 2 journaling spots on it. Here's a beautiful card with a fall theme that has the lines already written for journaling. And that coordinates well with yet another similar card. And here's a card I really like. It goes well next to that card. But I've chosen to use this card. I think this is from Staycation. It's a card I didn't see me using until now, and I'm going to put this little pop of color down here. You could easily fill up all of your pocket cards with variety mat cards that you might already have. Now that we've chosen variety journal cards, there remains other options. For instance, a plain white card that's already included in the album, or a lined card. Decorating these types of cards are a lot of fun, and so I'm going to pull out some stickers and punches and just have fun decorating these cards. I'm going to begin with the lined cards, but the same process happens with the plain cards also. I think I'll do a border on each one, but one will get a horizontal border and one will get a vertical border. We can also decorate with washi tape as well as stickers and borders. So let's go have fun. I have chosen this scrap and this border maker cartridge, and this scrap and this border maker cartridge. I'm going to make a horizontal chain with the gray and a vertical chain with the Island Waters. A small amount of paper really goes a long way in a project like this, because most of what you're doing is for journaling, and that is done on solid or white paper. This short piece of paper is just enough for our oh wow, that's exactly 4 inches. Look how beautiful just adding that pop of color is for our card. We had to go through airport security again, making our already tight connection scary close. They were calling our names when we got to the gate. We got aboard about 15 minutes before departure time. Keep in mind, I only need 6 inches. This will give me more, and so I'm using this side to give me more depth to hold my paper in place. And that looks beautiful here. I used the college ruled side over the wide ruled side because I tend to write a lot. And now we'll take our stickers. Once again, a reminder that we will not add lump and bump, as they call it, to these because we will want things flat to write on. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. And now we have 2 beautiful journal cards ready. The flights on the airline were very comfortable. We were served great meals. I took some good naps on both flights. I watched 3 movies that I had really been wanting to see: Barbie, Oppenheimer, and Blue Beetle. One of the most fun parts of this project is thinking of the different ways we can use the tools we have. And using up our scraps. I only need 4 inches of this bubble wave punch. We're taking this partial border cut, and now I want to put the sailing ship on here. But I only want 1 ship. And I have this strip of paper that is only 2 inches wide. So I'm going to turn it over and hand feed in my piece of paper, and the ship just barely fits. So I'm going to kind of hold it down steady, put it this way, making sure I get all of the ship. I'm going to squeeze and now press all the way through. And out comes my ship, and I actually want my ship pointing this direction. So I basically welded these two pieces together, the cruise ship and the bubble wave. I trimmed away anything that would show through from the back side. And now I have this cute little border to put on my card. Next, we're going to make a vertical border using the rope chain. I wanted a brown color, so I went into my scraps. And now I only need 4 inches. And with a Border Maker cartridge, each punch is 2 inches. So I just need to make 2 punches of the rope chain. And that should be just enough. Let's see. Yes. I'm also going to layer on top of the rope an anchor. Once again, a scrap piece of paper. Putting it in. This is one of the great punches that you can see what you're getting upside down. Here's my anchor. And that is going to be the beginning of my card. There's other ways I can decorate the cards. I can pencil in dots around the outside, which I think I may do just to give these plain cards a little bit of interest. So now we have our plain cards. I outlined this one with the black micro tip pen, just doing a faux stitching around here. This one I'm leaving blank for now, but I'll probably do that with a navy micro tip pen. We now have 3 styles of these pocket cards. We have lined, we have plain, and we have variety cards. One thing they all have in common though is as we put them inside of our pockets, pulling them in and out will be a challenge. And that is where the tab punch comes in. We're going to put a tab on each one of these to put it inside of our album. But one thing that we need to note, you can only access the pocket from one side. In this case, the way we put it in, the pocket is on the top. On the back, you cannot reach in at all. So that means when we put some of our cards in, they are actually going to go in face down. But the tab will always need to be on this side. So we're going to make our decision where we're going to put our pockets, and then we can decide where we will put our tabs. But first, I'm going to punch a tab for every card. There were some disappointments on this cruise. The free internet was only for 90 minutes. And I wasted 13 of those trying to figure out how to use it. We have cut a tab for each one of our cards. But there's something important we need to do before we adhere our tabs. We need to know if the card will be face up or face down, because all of our tabs will need to go to our left. In our book, we've put all of our pocket pages so that the card slides in and out from the left side. You could put them in so they would slide out on the right side by turning the refill page around when you put it into your album. In our album, we're going to put all of our cards with the tab coming to the right, even if the pocket is on the left. So let's lay out which card will go where. The first thing we'll do is fold over our tabs. So now we have a tab for each one of our pockets ready to go. The next thing is, will the tab slide in from the right facing up, or will it slide in face down? The pocket opening is on the left side of the pocket page. So we want our tabs to always be able to go on the left side. In this case, we're going to put our card in face down. So we're going to want our tab to be on the left side face down. But when we put it in our album, we're going to see the tab on the right side. For this one, it's going in face up, and we want the tab on the left side. So we'll put it face up. But if we have this card face down on here behind this card, which is face up, the two tabs will be overlapping. So to solve this problem, we will move the tab on the face down cards down to the bottom, and then put the tab for the face up cards at the top. And now there will be accessibility for each tab, left or right. Once again, our face up cards will have the tab on the left top, but our face down cards will have our tab on the bottom right. So if a card is face down, we put the tab on the bottom right. If the card is face up, we put the tab in the top left. So I'm going to go through and make the determination for these 6 cards. We know these are face up cards, so we will put our tabs on the top left. We know that these 2 are face down cards, so they will be on the bottom right. These are going to go in face down. And so the tab will be on the bottom right also. Another medical emergency and a helicopter came and picked up the patient. A KC-130 also came to refuel the helicopter. Then it was later announced we would be arriving very late to our final destination. This is the Creative Memories Strong Adhesive. And because our tabs are going to be subjected to a lot of tugging and a lot of handling, we're going to use the strong adhesive for it. So now let's put our tabs on. I tend to like to put the tab where that notch is aligned with the edge of the tab. I'm going to put strong adhesive on the tabs No, try to be as precise as you can, because as a strong adhesive, once it sticks, it tends to stay stuck. And here is our first card with its tab. Now, let's put our cards into our album. I found our variety cards to be a little snug going in, so I trimmed off a tiny amount, less than 1/16 of an inch. And now they go in very, very, and now they fit very well. Now I want to put in the cards that go behind here. But the opening is on the back side. So I put them in, I turn them upside down, and I notice that I need to trim this just a little bit. And now I have my journaling cards on this side. When I'm ready to write on them, I'll just pull them out, write, and put them back in. Remember this as one of our first layouts? I'm going to make the journaling cards stick to this tree theme, so I'm going to skip over and put this ship and sailing theme cards on this side. So I think I'll do this, but I have to put them in from the other side. And I love the results. I will make more of these for this album, and they will be bonus episodes to this series. Next, we will work on ephemera pages. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed me reading some of my entries in my journal, and hopefully it will give you some inspiration on what you would put in your own journal. Thank you for watching.